So, over the weekend, Beyonce took her tour to Paris, and of course, all of the celebrities popped out. But one of the biggest names that people were excited to see, he's
hmm
at every tour stop, but Jay-Z actually came out on stage with Beyonce in Paris.
Right.
Now, and this is a big deal for several reasons. It has been 7 years since they have performed on stage together. So, first of all, let's take a listen to Jay-Z coming out to Drunken Love.
Over the weekend, Beyonce took her iconic tour to Paris, and of course, the stars came out. The biggest shocker. Jay-Z made a surprise appearance on stage, marking his first time performing with his wife in 7 years. The crowd went wild when he joined Beyonce for Crazy in Love, a moment that sent waves through the internet. But that wasn't the only thing buzzing this weekend. While the Bayhive rejoiced, another major headline was unfolding in the world of hip-hop, a headline that would soon overshadow Jay-Z's return to the stage, as Jay-Z basked in the spotlight. Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap herself, took to Twitter, stirring up a storm about her ongoing feud with Roc Nation. Hold back, accusing them of trying to sabotage her career. Nicki, who's known for her outspoken personality, revealed that the company had access to her social media accounts and platforms, claiming that they were manipulating her visibility. To many, this felt like a direct attack on her career. An artist who has been in the game for over a decade, constantly battling to remain on top in a very competitive industry. In her tweet, Nicki dropped a bombshell. She alleged that Roc Nation had used similar tactics against her as they had with D. Moray, a legal battle that involved shady documents and alleged conspiracies. The rapper was vocal about how they had even gone as far as shadow banning her. Fans, those who were passionately defending her online. This wasn't just a random accusation. Nicki's words hinted at a broader issue that many fans and industry insiders have been whispering about for years. Roc Nation's power and influence in the music industry is undeniable. But what happens when that power is abused? Allegations raise a crucial question. How much control do powerful companies really have over an artist's career? But it wasn't just Roc Nation as a whole that Nicki was calling out. She singled out Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, and made it clear that Perez was a key figure in the alleged manipulation of her career. Perez, who has a long and controversial history, has been accused of many things. Perhaps the most notorious is her criminal past. In the 1990s, Perez was involved in a drug distribution ring, and reports have indicated that she may have cooperated with federal authorities as part of a plea deal. While this part of her past is well documented, her rise to power within Roc Nation has raised more questions than answers. Nicki Minaj accused Perez of being one of the central figures behind the alleged suppression of her career. Many fans believe that Perez, with her strong connections in the industry, has been manipulating not just Nicki's career, but other artists as well. And while many know Desiree Perez for her role in managing Jay-Z's business empire, her role behind the scenes has often been shrouded in mystery. This revelation adds a whole new layer of intrigue to the story. It's not just about Nicki's career. This involves a larger conversation about how people in power manipulate the entertainment industry for their own gain. What does it mean when a person with such a controversial past is in charge of one of the most powerful companies in the music world? Can an artist really trust those in charge of their destiny when their past is filled with secrecy and betrayal? Meanwhile, Jay-Z's surprise performance in Paris sent the internet into a frenzy. Fans were thrilled to see him back on stage after 7 years. However, not everyone saw it as just a celebration of music. Some fans felt that Jay-Z's appearance was strategically timed to distract from the drama Nicki was stirring up online. Conspiracy theories quickly swirled, with some speculating that Jay-Z's return to the stage was orchestrated to shift the public's attention away from Nicki's allegations. Adding fuel to the fire was Cardi B's appearance at the show, further fueling the narrative that the powers that be were trying to detract from the drama Nicki was stirring on social media. Is this just a coincidence, or was it a calculated move to take the attention away from Nicki Minaj bombshell accusations? The timing of Jay-Z's performance raised eyebrows, especially given the media frenzy that was about to unfold. If there's one thing we know about the entertainment industry, it's that timing is everything. and sometimes things aren't always as spontaneous as they may seem. But Nicki wasn't backing down. She tweeted that Roc Nation had been manipulating the industry, shadow banning her content, and even controlling her earnings. She didn't just hint at it. She came out and named names, adding that Roc Nation was trying to silence her by affecting her fan base. Nicki claimed that her success had been hindered not just by social media algorithms, but by powerful forces that were actively working to suppress her. She cited examples of how her content was being restricted, how her music was being buried, and how her earnings were being undercut by behind-the-scenes manipulation. For Nicki, this was more than just a personal struggle. It was a fight for her. Freedom in a system that actively works against artists who don't fall in line. And it wasn't just about social media battles or shadow banning. Nicki alleged that Roc Nation had been interfering in her business dealings, sabotaging her music, and even using the media to tarnish her image. For Nicki, this was not just about her music career. It was about freedom of expression and the right to control her own destiny. Nicki also retweeted the hashtag Justice for Demo, drawing attention to the legal struggles of Demore, an artist who had been allegedly wronged by Roc Nation in a similar way. Demore's legal battle is just one example of how the larger entertainment industry can be controlled by powerful companies that hold all the cards. In a world where artists are often at the mercy of record labels, management companies, and other power brokers, Demore's struggle represents the larger problem facing many artists who are unable to get fair treatment in the system. Nicki's tweet brought awareness to this issue, and in doing so, she highlighted a major flaw in the way the industry operates. Many artists have spoken out about feeling manipulated and controlled by the very companies that are supposed to represent their interests. Nicki Minaj, as one of the biggest stars in the industry, now has a platform to expose these hidden truths. Nicki's accusations go beyond just her own personal battle. She's calling out the entire music industry system, exposing the puppet masters who pull the strings behind the scenes. This isn't just about one artist's career. It's about how the industry operates as a whole. For years, the narrative has been that the music industry is a place where artists rise and fall based on talent and hard work. But Nicki is showing the world that there's much more to the story than what meets the eye. As fans and industry insiders began to piece together the puzzle. They began to realize that Nicki's fight isn't just about her careerettes, about all the artists who have been suppressed, controlled, or manipulated by the powers that run the entertainment world. One of the most chilling moments that raised suspicion was when Nicki's house was allegedly targeted in a squad incident, which Nicki believes was orchestrated by those trying to intimidate her. Despite all the chaos surrounding her, Nicki Minaj remained firm. She made it clear that the industry couldn't control her anymore. She wasn't going anywhere. She may have been attacked, shadow banned, and manipulated, but Nicki was still standing strong. Even as lawsuits and conspiracies swirled around her, she remained unshaken. This wasn't just about surviving. It was about fighting back against a system that had tried to break her. Nicki's fight is not just about her career. It's about exposing the system of control that operates within the music industry. It's about ensuring that artists have the freedom to express themselves without fear of retaliation. For Nicki, this fight is deeply personal, but it's also for the countless other artists who have been silenced or manipulated by the forces that control the industry. As Jay-Z's quiet presence looms over all of this, the question remains, how much does he really know? Is he complicit in this industry machine? Or is he also just a puppet of a larger system? Nicki's explosive statements have put the spotlight on Roc Nation, and it's clear that this battle is just beginning. With her fans, the Barbs, in full support, Nicki's fight is one for transparency, fairness, and her own legacy. So while Jay-Z was getting love on stage in Paris, Nicki Minaj was ready to set fire to the narrative and expose the truth. The machine that tried to suppress her is finally being shaken to its core, and it looks like the queen isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Nicki's battle is far from over. It's just getting started. This isn't just a rap feud. This is about industry-wide manipulation, freedom, and, ultimately, the power to control your own destiny. With Nicki Minaj leading the charge, we might be witnessing the beginning of the end for the powers that have kept so many artists in check.